So let's take our papaya, and this doesn't have very many seeds, but we're going to save those seeds. Get a little dish, and usually there's a lot more seeds than that. And you just scrape them out. You're going to get a little bit of, flesh and stuff with them like you would if you're scraping out pumpkin seeds, right? But what I want you to do is just take those seeds and rinse them under like a wire mesh strainer through cold water and rinse off the excess flesh, and then put them in a linen towel, a tea towel, and rub them to dry them. But that rubbing process will get rid of the last part of those little flesh pieces that are stuck to them. And then after they're dried with a towel, then I want you to dry them in the oven. They come out looking like this. I'll show you. Here's some that I've dried from my other papaya that I had. Okay, they look like little peppercorns once they're dried, and you can crack them like peppercorns, anything you would put pepper on. You just do the same thing with the papaya seeds. They have a little peppery finish to them, but they almost taste like a cross between pepper and, I'm going to say wasabi, but I'm not saying wasabi to scare you off because it's not hot like wasabi, but it has sort of that bitterness sort of taste to it like wasabi has. It's just a very unique flavor. So here's, if you want to take notes on how to do this. Your oven, 220 degrees, so a lower temperature, 220 Fahrenheit. And you take a little sheet. I use my toaster oven because it's just a small amount of seeds, right? Take a little sheet pan with some parchment paper. Once you have these seeds rinsed through a wire mesh strainer and all the excess flesh off them, again, dry them in a tea towel, and that will rub off the last part of the flesh, and they'll be drier. Put them on the parchment in that 220 Fahrenheit oven for 90 minutes. Okay, and I stir them every 30 minutes. So you're going to stir them twice, at the 30-minute mark, at the 60-minute mark, and then take them out. And they're going to look like this. Okay, so nice dry little seeds like that. You can keep these almost indefinitely in a sealed container, but the biggest thing you have to remember, once they're out of the oven, let them cool completely, like for hours, just sitting there open, so that you're not sealing them up in a container when they're still warm, you have any condensation, so on and so forth. They have to be completely dried and completely cooled down. And then afterwards, you can just eat them. It's not as hard as a peppercorn. The benefits to it, loaded full of antioxidants. They're good for healthy guts, so your bowels, helps in weight loss. Some men use it for regrowing hair, lowers cholesterol. They're heart healthy, reduces inflammation, good for your skin. I mean, there's so many benefits. There are a couple downsides, like if you're pregnant, you shouldn't be eating these. If you're breastfeeding, you shouldn't be eating these. And in some cases, it's not good for men's fertility. Okay, so if you're past the baby years, hey, load up. It's all good for you. But you should do your research on the benefits and the cons. Papaya seeds, and you make the decision, but I'm telling you, they're really great. I'm going to take a little mortar and pestle, and I'm going to grind some up and garnish the dish with them at the end, finish it as part of a seasoning. It's a lot of fun to do something different, right?